good night for real. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Finally, we back. I don't know how many weeks it's been, but it's been a lot of them. This is All the Vibes, Season 3, Volume 3, whatever you want to call it. My name is Micah, but I also go by What Up Mike, but I also go by Cav now. I also go by Pops. I also go by Old School Connoisseur.
I don't know if they can hear this. But
I don't know if y'all can hear that. Who next? Introduce yourself.
They playing that Fire and Desire. Listen,
Chris, introduce yourself.
I'm an old soul to the heart, to the soul, everything about it. Cameraman Chris is coming through with it. And listen, right now I'm just jamming. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all don't know about that Rick James.
Hey, it's DJ P Swag. Listen.
Crazy.
Chopper's mad.
Oh my.
Hey, listen, when they come on, I'm hitting it.
Who next?
I'm telling
Hurry up, introduce yourself. Hurry up.
Okay.
Because I'm finna.
What up?
Bring introduce yourself.
What up, guys? It's your girl YB, also known as your fly ass auntie. How
They turned it
rude.
off.
What's her though?
They turned this.
Go ahead, Bree.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
We can move on to Mary.
Oh, were you done?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I had my mask on because I was social distancing.
Anyway, hey y'all, it is your girl, Mary. If you don't know who the fuck I am, now you know. Yeah, we're here, niggas.
Wow, what a good day to be back.
Great day.
So let's knock out. I ordered it. First, I had all the good stuff first, and then the bad stuff at the bottom. But I feel like we should just go from worst to first.
It's like good stuff.
So first off,
It's not.
we have to show respect today because yesterday, King Von died.
He was killed.
Shot and
Yeah,
killed.
it's cute.
He died.
Yeah, man, it's just-
Shot and killed outside of whatever it was at a bar, hookah lounge, whatever it was. So just out of respect, I feel like we have to do this like every other episode. I feel like, well, out of respect, here we are. I will say this: I just listened to like a full King Von album like 3 days ago, and I was like, wow. First, I was like, wow, this shit hard because it was hard. But now I was like, wow, this nigga really, I can tell you really lived this. And then like, I kind of felt like I hope he didn't end up like Pop.
The timing. The timing.
I feel like I hope he didn't end up like Pop did, and unfortunately, if you've seen the videos, just I don't know how y'all feel about it. I don't know if y'all deep into it.
Actually, kind of on the same tick that you is. I didn't listen to the whole album, but that new video that he dropped with Polo G, I had just seen it, and I was like, who is this dude? And I was like, he rapping, his verse was kind of hard.
Polo G hard too.
No, Polo G's hard.
Yeah.
But I already knew about it. I didn't really know about Von like that. So it was literally like probably 2-3 days before he got killed. So then I found out. I don't know, it's like, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about like, what do you expect? Type shit like that. That shit kind of pisses me off. Because it's like, I mean, he can live that life and all that, or he can rap about that life. You don't expect him to get killed.
Man.
I don't expect anybody to get killed. So y'all saying that, but people can't be sad that he did.
Man, like damn, like
I feel like that's almost like a whole other set of trauma. Niggas is just used to people dying.
it's definitely a different level of trauma. For sure. How y'all feel about it?
I just feel like it's crazy. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, people be on the way. Like, granted, a lot of people didn't really know who he was. You know, he was starting to get to a position, especially after his most recent project that he dropped, which I think is called Welcome to Old Block.
Yeah. Look hard.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, a lot of artists have these projects that, you know, that they break out with, and then all of a sudden out the blue something just happens, and it's like, dang. And I personally, I didn't know he, you know, I know rappers, you know, that be in the streets and stuff like that. Like, I know they got beef, but I didn't realize he was beefing with like Young Boy and Quan. Like, I had no idea.
He was beefing with a lot of people, but even on the like from what it looked like on the video with Quando, he didn't even like expect his people to shoot him. So it's like it almost looked like, and at first it looked like he was holding on to him, but then it's like he looked like he was actually trying to help him.
Right,
and then his people came and snuck dude.
So I seen a video after the fact, which I don't know if y'all seen it, but he was pretty much with him, and he was like talking to him like, you know, just hang in there, like, you know, stay with me. And so like, I'm just confused if it was like his entourage that was kind of having a smoke or if they really just had something and had their differences. I mean, it's really hard to determine, but.
I mean, but even if it looked like it wasn't on that type of time, it looked like they own people. They, like you said, they entourage took it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was saying in the group, like, niggas can't even fight no more. Niggas just want to straight shoot. Y'all could have just fought. Somebody could have got their ass beat, went about their day. But no.
Right.
I think it was like, I mean, Twitter, but you know, Twitter detectives, you know how they go.
They found that shit hella fast.
They found this nigga quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was his stories up for a while. Quantarano's story, like they had the same stuff on, they had the same outfit on,
Right.
but they speculated it was something like maybe between some young boy thing, maybe. Then the people had the false claim that the police shot him, which clearly they didn't shoot him.
Right.
I did read that like there was some off-duty police officers that shot somebody else like outside of it.
No, if I'm not mistaken,
3 people died.
Got killed.
I'm pretty sure 2 of them maybe was the ones that got killed by the off-duty officers and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like you said, I feel like just watching the video, it's like it's the altercation going on. He just came out of nowhere, like, but he shot everybody. One like, including Quantarano too.
Everybody
Like, he was
was
like,
like,
oh
what the
shit, like, whoa, it's like, oh, terrible. It's just shitty way to go out. You hard though, so it's another one that just couldn't. I don't know, just can't. We'll never know where it could have went. And I will say, looking up, I don't know. I always feel like it's weird. I always look at comments when people die, just like see what. Like I just read them like just for celebrity purposes. And then I'm reading this, and I get down. This nigga 6 lines on there on Lil Durk's picture, because you know Durk and Vaughn was cool close. And this nigga's like pretty much saying, why are you still rap? Like in a disrespectful ass way, like
Right.
one nigga died, and Vaughn died, and you still rapping. You need to go get a fucking gun. Like
at first, when I saw that comment, I thought he was saying that first dude died, now Vaughn died, and you still talking about picking up a gun.
Yeah.
I took it as like he's saying that you still making music like this and niggas are dying.
Yeah.
But then I figured out what it was. Either way, it's bad. But I don't know, dude is just hanging on to relevancy, bro. He gonna troll anything to try to get his name out there at this point. So,
But I feel like it's a difference between trolling and just downright disrespect. And I mean, like the stuff that he got going on with Dirk.
You not aware of what?
I am.
With Keith and all of that.
I mean, I am, but like,
How about this? I got him on the sheet.
Okay. So we'll get to it.
You got the interview because I got it on there.
We'll get to it.
It's down like a couple of things.
Yeah.
All right. In positive news, in great news, in non-racism, but maybe racist, but maybe not as racist as Trump news. Biden and Harris are projected winners of today. It's Saturday, November something. This is the 7th.
I want to say.
November 7th. And hey, we back.
When you say we, who do you mean?
We back to the normal racism.
Okay.
And that's sad that I say it. Think about it. Anyways, Biden and Harris win, making Biden president, making Trump record probably the worst president ever. I couldn't be more happy to get him out. It's like a kid you don't want in your house. Get the fuck out of here. Whose kid is this?
Where your parents at?
Whose child is this?
Damn.
Just go sit in the corner. Shut up. Respectively.
Disrespectful.
How do y'all feel like just about? I guess we can just start from campaign to even as this week of this election week is turned into. How y'all feel?
I mean, I feel like I got very simple thoughts on it. Trump is bad. He needs to leave. And Joe Biden is a typical politician. He with the times he's going to say whatever that is going to adapt to the crowd that he's trying to appease to. Because if you go back and look at him in like the 90s and 80s, he's talking about all type of shit that's like basically prejudice and shit like that. Called Obama the first black man he's seen that's taken care of. That was like in 2008, 2006 or whatever. And even now he was like, what'd he say about
He said, hey.
He said even poor kids can be as smart as white kids or something.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
I remember, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah, Charlamagne was like, bro, come on, dog. He even tried to, he's no, it's not about that. He tried to skip past it to try to help him out, but damn what he's done, bro.
It's like, I feel like people get confused. People ain't vote for Biden because Biden just is an amazing person.
No.
He is just levels above a freaking terrible person.
I mean, and he's a politician.
He's an actual politician.
He's been in it. He's unfortunately. I mean,
yeah.
Fortunately, but also unfortunately, like he's a part of it. Like he's been a vice president. He's been all these things.
Yeah.
Right.
He's been probably a senator or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So like, the wheel keeps spinning with him. Whereas I feel like Trump, he was breaking shit. So yeah.
It's just like I'm just so happy.
Yeah. And on top of that, like, I feel like above all else, like our people showed out. Like, I really feel like you know, a powerful message was brought forth, and it's like the power of vote. Like, you know, people been like, oh, you know, you got to vote, go vote, you know.
But we really came out.
But like, the proof was like right in front of us for this election, and it really shows. And I mean, I think that's good.
It's right there.
We turned what? We turned Georgia and
I don't know if they called Georgia. I know they called Pennsylvania. And that was all. That was it.
Right.
But Georgia did turn though. They never got. I don't know if they got to the final numbers though.
Yeah, I seen something.
but I thought it was Georgia and who else?
Pennsylvania.
Nevada was on there.
Arizona.
I thought Nevada is usually blue. Though.
Yeah, they would take it forever.
Yeah, I'm saying like as far as like city,
Pennsylvania
states that
was
are usually red.
Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, so
We turned basically like
Michigan. I
the
think
black
was
vote
one.
in my
Michigan,
mind turned those states.
Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That's because the balance that was counting was like the Atlanta area, which is the mecca of black people. If you want to think of it for at least American, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, niggas would go to sleep and Trump be up, and all of a sudden I wake up and hey, Biden's got a lot of votes now. And I'm like, yep, that's why I like overnight counting.
That can happen.
I love it.
But at the same time, I feel like the mail-in vote is really like swayed it. And I know we was talking in the group meeting, and somebody was like, you know, Trump basically told his supporters not to vote in the mail-in, go to the polls. So it looked good early on, and then when the mail-in votes started coming in, it just kept going, kept separating.
It was kind of funny because I was looking at Biden's tweet because I know that first day I was like, this nigga's finna win again, but Biden was like, hey, relax. You got it. Don't even trip. Wait till the mail-ins come in and just went nuts. All right, let's talk about Lil Pimp and the Goofy gang. So not necessarily just Lil Pump, but the fact like you got Lil Pump, you had like Wayne, you had Ice Cube.
Oh, you named them.
Include them.
Okay, real quick. We'll get into it. I know, but Ice Cube is not in that. He's not involved in that in any sense of the word. That's my opinion. He's not involved at all.
All right.
We'll get to it though. Okay.
Yep. Wayne, 50 Cent, some other black artists that were supporting him, but nobody knows the niggas. So, I mean, I saw some videos of some of these rappers out. Who talking about this rapper supports Trump? Who is this nigga? Then you know he was a rapper. So I wouldn't name him, but I don't know him. I just put him as a Lil Pimp and a Goofy gang, all in one. All right. So as far as like Wayne and these niggas, are you canceling them off of this? Is this like a end of all?
I'm surprised with Wayne.
No.
Like,
And this is not the first time.
Not
He
the
did
first
this.
time.
He did this like, a couple months ago.
when they were talking about Black Lives Matter.
He said he felt it wasn't necessary. I just feel like he's a good example of like making it to a point where he just forgets like everyday struggles of black people.
I feel like 50 too.
And I feel like 50's just an idiot. Very business smart, very street smart. But like he just either he don't care or he's an idiot.
And Lil
But
Pump,
I feel like both makes him dumb.
Yeah, his career.
Lil Pump is on his desperation.
He's hanging.
He's not even black.
He's hanging on to relevancy. That's all he's trying to do.
I ain't know Lil Pump's ethnicity is. I don't want to disrespect somebody's culture and put him in that when he's not.
Is he Mexican?
I was gonna say something.
I'll
I'll
look
look
it
it
up
up
and
and we'll
Hispanic?
find out.
But I don't know.
Yeah, please gonna look it up because I don't want to say
I was
wrong.
gonna say, like, I mean, you mentioned them in particular, but I feel like we're just shifting as a whole away from like canceling celebrities. Like, we're getting away from canceling celebrities, like, as a whole. Like, we don't need them at this point, honestly.
Also, cancel culture was stupid.
It was very stupid, but yeah, I feel like we're like getting away from it.
So
On the pedestal.
he identifies as a Latino, but his
Well, what is he?
his father is Cuban and his
So he's
mother is
Hispanic.
Mexican.
Also, he's very Hispanic.
Yes.
He's fully.
He's
Well.
gonna let them build a wall.
Wow, I ain't think about that.
So is he black for real?
No, he's not black at all.
I don't
Man,
find.
that's-
I
No,
don't.
he said
I don't.
Cuban.
Cuban. I don't find
Mexican.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I heard Dominican.
So you're gonna support the man that was gonna build the wall? I ain't think about
We
that.
said, bro, he's hanging on to relevancy, bro.
What a loser.
He's broke.
We'll come back to him. Believe that.
He's
As far as
He
Ice
might
Cube,
get a joke.
I agree just because I feel like Ice Cube's point was, at least from what I understood, was even with like in normal workspaces, you have to work with people that are above you that you don't really give a fuck about, but you have to.
Right.
If that's what the present person that's ahead of me, like my manager, if I want to get promoted and I want to keep going, I can hate him, but here I am. I have to do this. I feel like it was kind of like that. Like if Trump wins and now everybody that's like, oh, Ice Cube was trying to do this. Whole time Ice Cube was like, hey, if he wins, at least I got my foot in the door to at least try to get progression. I don't fuck with this nigga at all. I didn't vote for him, yada yada, boom. But if he's the power that be for me to get something done, I want to buckle down and sit down with this nigga and figure it out.
Exactly. And I mean, he said that from the get go. He basically laid it out. I'm trying to, do stuff for black people, our communities, and that person, that administration, there are who is in power right now. So I mean, there has to be some type of communication. I feel like a lot of the discord from it came from one, people just like kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, more so it's like kind of like looking at the situation like you should know better. Like
to even be in a social
like he's like whatever like I know who was it? Somebody said it. Who was it? It was some radio dude was basically saying that like whatever he told you is a lie and you should know better. Like he's only gonna lie to you. He's not gonna get any real progress, and that's the stance that I've seen a lot of people taking. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna fault the dude for trying. And Cube is definitely not against our people. He's for black people. And it's like, I feel like also if he would have done it maybe earlier, like maybe a year ago, it would have been looked on differently. Like, at this point, like he's about to be out. You could have just waited. Personally, maybe you could have, but so I don't look at it as like he's not no sellout. He's not canceled. He not like his entire motive to me is trying to just be do better for our communities. Like he's not giving me any reason to think otherwise. His whole career, from what I've seen. From making music, putting people in position, making movies, all of that stuff. Like he's been for our community, to me, in my knowledge. I'm not saying he's an activist or anything like that, but he not fucking any of these other clowns out here. Like it's Cube, like it's Ice Cube, bro. It's O'Shea. Come on now, relax.
It is O'Shea.
And to that point, like, do you feel like he will present that to Biden now that?
Absolutely.
That he's in. Do you think? Because I also saw something that was like
they called him.
They tried to reach out to him.
It wasn't like he wanted to. To my understanding, when I seen that, it was. I think he kind of took it as like a publicity thing, or almost like a stunt. Like I feel like what I saw was that he wanted like one-on-one consultation or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't remember all of it, but I think he just didn't like how it was presented to him, and I feel like he probably took it as like they're just trying to cover their bases by talking to him and not really seeing any real progress. But even from the start, he said out, and then also when they interviewed him on CNN, he was basically saying, I'm going to talk to whoever's in power to get stuff done for our people. He said, I'm not here for anybody else. Nobody else's movement. I'm here for people basically who were slaves, whose ancestors were slaves, basically he said. Actually, that's what he said.
So, it is.
I don't know.
Get off, man. Cancel culture, y'all last a couple days and come back. People bumping R. Kelly like nothing happened,
Okay, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
you're right though.
They are.
So like, the cancel culture was good at first because it was like the audience and us as consumers were getting together and like showing our power that we could really like kick niggas out the way. But then it just started going everybody. Like,
everybody's.
We're not gonna cancel J. Cole because him and No Name got into it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they never had me on that.
That was never gonna happen. They really tried. They really.
Hey, it's
really
wild.
tried.
This is why I draw the line. I know you want to cancel the people, but that's not what we're finna do.
And then we're not canceling the people that need to be canceled some of the time. But we want to cancel Cole. Yeah. Jermaine?
Jermaine.
Cole.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? All right. I should have asked y'all about this first, but I put it on there anyway. The BET Hip Hop Awards happened at some point.
Okay.
Winners and losers. Did y'all watch? Get a recap or?
No.
I got a little bit of the recap.
Yeah, I watched the basic recap, and it seems like it's been what it's always been.
Okay, well,
okay,
hold on. What has it always been?
I mean,
Hip Hop Awards is my favorite.
I like the Hip Hop Awards a lot, so you finna shit on it. Go ahead, I want to hear it.
You watch the BET Awards, and you like, okay, you think it's all fan oriented, and
no, I don't. Do you think that?
I mean, a lot of the times I thought it was like kind of what the people thought. Like, I don't know how they get there. I don't know how they get there. Like,
BET Awards was like that because you can vote online.
That's what I'm saying.
In high school, I'll sit there and
vote.
But
this isn't the BET Awards.
The Hip Hop Awards.
They're different.
I think that is based off of like a criteria of a panel of people that probably vote. But I know I don't.
My thing is like this is just a side note, and not get into details. But when stuff is on for us, we complain that it's not good enough, and we don't watch it. We don't support BET, even though now it's not even owned by black people, whatever. But we don't even watch the Hip Hop Awards, and we complain about it.
That's true. Well, I think that.
Literally.
Like,
But I think we know we all in the age group that we know what the peak of the BET Awards was. It was like a 5-year run for artists, but it was
like
peak,
20, like 10.
We was in high school, about to say, and it was like everybody sat down and watched.
After that Kendrick Lamar Beyonce performance, it started going up.
That shit was because you used to have the top niggas like we was young, like Michael Jackson would be there, like fucking James Brown would be there, and things like
also,
that. You know
it can also be at the fact that like the top niggas are still there. It's just like the sound is moving and our opinions have changed. Like right now, like, to like a lot of little niggas, and even like to me, even though he's not my favorite, like Lil Baby's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
He was there.
He
performed, and they did the little performance for him. So I mean, like the top niggas are there.
Yeah.
So
I think I just liked it because like when we was growing up, they always had like the tribute to some old school nigga that was hard.
That's BET Awards.
That's BET Awards. Yeah, I'm just talking about BET in general. Like hip hop awards have always been more performance oriented.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to advocate by saying like a lot of it is still the same. So like even they have a I Am Hip Hop Award they gave it to Master P, to my knowledge, and I mean very very much so. It's past due to be honest, but I'm saying like they still do that type of stuff. And even though like I don't know if they did their freestyles this year because like I said I didn't watch it. I just watched.
Oh, they had one.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I know Tiana Taylor them had one, didn't they?
Tiana Taylor.
It was fucking nuts.
A cypher.
She was in a cypher, wasn't she? It was
this year?
Like Badu in there.
She was rapping?
Wasn't there a Badu?
Yeah,
I don't know if she was in that.
It was Badu, her.
That was this year?
It was hard.
It was.
I can't remember Tiana was in it though.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
I don't think she was in it, but
all I know is Lil Baby, not Lil Baby. Lil Baby was nominated for like 8.
He didn't win nothing.
None.
he ain't win nothing. Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's wrong.
It's a rough year for him.
I'm not saying that's wrong.
I'm not saying that that's wrong, personally.
Also, on that note, condolences to him too because he lost his brother. I think his brother committed suicide. I forgot about that.
That's very sad.
Damn, we should have put that at the top.
I forgot about that. Now I feel sad.
You feel like an asshole, don't you?
A little bit.
It's alright.
Check on your friends.
Man, check on your friends for real. And I will say, people like I always see this like on Twitter when people's relatives die, like they're in family. They always like make the comment like, "Oh, how you feel now? You sold such and such off, so you could be in this position." Like when Megan lost her mom, and maybe that was even somebody else. They said,
Are you talking about when people was like saying like they sold?
Yeah, like they sold. You gave up your parents to be in this position.
That shit's foul.
That shit foul.
They do that to everybody. They did this shit to they did it to Ariana Grande when Mike Miller died. Joey Badass when Capital Steez died. They do it to everybody. That shit's foul.
They said Ma lost. They lost. Yep.
You just got to really with them. Yeah. You just got to tune that shit out because niggas would just say anything. Real foul shit.
Foul.
All right. Slapping the shit out of a lot of niggas.
Man.
Might as well just turn it off.
We're back to this section I call it the goofy section because we're gonna talk about 6ix9ine. So P brought up that interview, the 6ix9ine interview. Did y'all watch that? Cause I watched the whole thing.
Nope.
Okay, so I will say this, and I guess P, me, you can download about it real quick.
Yeah.
I will say listening to it, how foul it's foul. It's very foul. Like his baby mom, a lot of shit was lying to him.
But he's foul.
He did.
But he's foul.
He definitely foul. Yes, I understand that. When I say okay, let me take it off his baby mom. Actually, I'm gonna take it off there. Let's go to his people that was in his circle that he, felt like he trusted and whatnot.
The gang.
They foul. That was the way they moved foul, taking money. The whole.
Talking about the gang, bro.
Yeah. So that I can understand, but if anybody listened to that nigga, from day one I knew if it ever came down to something, it was no question that he was gonna go for whatever would get him out quickest.
Mm-hmm.
Like that never. I feel like nobody should have been caught off guard by that. Like nobody. Like listen to the story of like what position he was in. Like even when the feds came and got him, it was more so like they came and got him out of keeping him away from what they intercepted. Like
I mean, even before like he got into all that legal trouble when he first came out and he was with them and doing all that, everybody was like, he's a fraud. They're using him. All of this and that. Facts. So even from the get go, it was kind of understood that like he wasn't really about that life.
Right. And he had the people around him to talk enough.
He was just basically supplying it.
He basically was paying them to be around him for the image of it.
Yeah.
And then when it come down to everybody's in it, the story makes sense as to why he's like, I snitched because of this. Like, I understand.
I mean, like I said, he should have never been in that life.
Never should have been in that life in the first place. But I was fucking with him for a second. I was like, all right, this makes sense. Then I seen that comment on Dirk shit. I said, this idiot. Yeah. This kid's an idiot. He's like, he's still making like a lot of money. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get into contracts. Album flop. It was number one like for a day when
it
was not.
He just almost overdosed.
Yeah, he was in the hospital because he almost overdosed. Yeah.
Hydroxycut.
I got the.
I know he had like a.
That's insensitive. I was gonna say. Go ahead. I was gonna say.
You want to say it?
Nope.
All right. Out of respect. All right, so fuck that nigga is what we came to the conclusion of. Well, he's already it. Back to Lil Pimp and his contract. Because after what I seen a couple days ago, Lil Pimp got dropped by, I don't know, Warner Bros.
Yeah.
So, like, this dude that put up a picture of, like, some of the contract, like, what the terms are, kind of. So, basically, if this is correct, I'm just taking, if this is what I seen, I'm taking the word of that he got,
reported.
Like, reported that he had an $8 million advance given, then he was paid, like, the first year was, like, $10,000 for the year. Second year was 12, and everything after that was, like, 14.5 a year. And then if he was to be dropped by the label, he could never resign for another until he paid it back. So basically, he got a loan of this amount of money. And owes it.
Okay, wait, hold on. So I might be misunderstanding. But he could stay with that label and not pay him back. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I would imagine.
I assume he wants to make more money.
Yeah, I imagine if that's the case.
But I'm saying he could just stay with them and just
he
not
could,
pay him back.
living off $8 million that could take who knows how long to pay off, give him nothing a year.
I mean, like we said, it's probably.
But he only getting 14K after
$14,000
a year. A year.
Forever.
Until he gets
I
off.
mean,
that
does he? I feel like there's some stipulations on that. I feel like he has to be making music to get paid. He can't just be sitting on his ass.
Right. They probably.
Because that was the case then.
$40,000 a year don't get you nothing
At all. That's paying for your studio time for the year.
Well, I mean, with that $8 million in the back, he should be chilling.
He blew that $8 million.
I'm about to say
Potentially.
Definitely do that.
Definitely spent that.
Well, we don't know. I didn't look up his net worth or anything, but I don't really believe in net worth because that includes everything you have.
Rappers' net worth
Something bank account
ain't too
fees.
high unless they do another shit.
Lil Pimp's net worth.
So it's
Like-
probably.
His
Lil
name's Lil
Pimp.
Pimp from now on.
Yeah, little bitch.
His net worth is $8 million.
Are you for real?
Oh, God.
I'm dead ass. I'm dead.
It's what?
It's $8 million. It's $8 million.
The contract.
It's
I
$8
mean,
million.
there was like that 2 years where he was just going nuts. Like I know my brother, like
I
that
still
age
have never
was
heard
going
like
crazy.
any of his songs
They
though.
was fucking with him.
They
I would
were.
say, I mean, I talk to like my brother. I always find out. I'm starting to find out about rappers quicker
Kobe or
from him, from Kobe than anybody. Because he's like that 7 to 8-year-old range has all these kids
It's all
that
like
are
the
coming up,
SoundCloud range and
and
all
they
that.
have it. Bro,
But the
like,
thing is, like,
they have it. It's nuts.
I feel like at least on like the what I want to say, like the forefront, they all kind of look similar. So like Lil Pimp, I'm not gonna call it nigga Lil Pimp.
You
Lil
did.
Pump, I did. Lil Pump came in kind of like the same range as like X and Trippy and all of them.
Smoke Perp.
Smoke
Yeah, all
Perp,
them niggas
all of
came
them,
in the
even
same
like
time.
Denzel, all them Florida niggas, like they all kind of came in at the same point, at least to be like on the forefront. But like niggas don't know, like X, Denzel, they was putting in work in Florida, like for Hellas.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, but when they made their songs, like obviously like X's like main song was "Look at Me," which kind of sounds like some bullshit. I mean the beat's hard, but it sounds like some bullshit. You know what I mean? And like niggas don't know, like if you actually go back and listen to their music, like they're talented. Like Trippy got talent, Denzel got bars, X had talent.
boy.
So it's like it took about a good year for us to really distinguish. Like, all right, you're trash.
They can sit there remaining that same
No, like
lane.
that ass. Like he's the only like he might be like the only nigga that not
Smoke
still here.
Perp's not anything either if you include him in that.
Okay, I forgot.
I would say, but like Pump was in the right age. He was only like 16 when he came up. So he was in the age range.
I
where
mean,
he could run.
he's still super young.
Yeah, he could run that same sound from 16 to damn near 20 something, and it would have been fine. But the nigga just didn't. He couldn't do it. Like he peaked at this time where that music. He had like the Gucci Gang song, maybe some other shit.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gucci Gang, yeah.
yeah. So that was like when niggas had that one song that's just so fucking high, and like, but you're not like a nigga that has like conceptual albums. You can't really make albums. It's hard. Like, even like for Shaq, like I think Shaq's pretty good, but it's just like he
You
had
can't maintain it.
Mo Bamba, and it's
Yeah.
just like
I mean, yeah,
to
but
maintain.
he that's the way to me. That's a way different thing.
That's a world sensation.
He got other songs, and he's a festival type dude too. So like
Yeah.
that helps him as well. I think that I mean, I feel like with every like class of dudes that come out, or not dudes, class of artists that come out, like somebody's always gonna draw the short stick, and it makes it easier when you clearly the worst one.
I mean, Blueface, where he at?
Blueface is low key better than Lil Pump. Not even low key, probably. He actually is.
I haven't heard Blueface on in a while.
The last song I heard, he got some features. People
He
was
did
giving him some
he
features.
did that moonwalking to Calabasas or something like that.
It's been
Roddy
quiet.
What are you doing?
He's
Chilling.
been very quiet. Very quiet.
He's probably working on
Yeah. I heard he was working on the album. Right?
Blueface?
No, Roddy.
Roddy.
Robbie.
Oh, right. Rich?
All
Yeah,
this is
I
out
heard
right here.
We talking about real artists now.
Yeah.
Okay, we left Lil Pump in the back.
I was just thinking about Roddy
Oh.
for a second. All right. real quick sports update. NBA season is back December 22nd. I don't know how you feel. I feel like that was a lot earlier, way earlier than I thought.
I mean, so basically, for them to get the TV money, it has to be a 72-game season, and for that to not cross over into like the Olympics, which is gonna be
Next summer.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
the
they moved them,
Olympics is
and
next
then
summer.
also
Damn.
for it to not cross over into other
Every 4
sports.
years, so
That's they got to do it now.
2016
So like originally,
I
like
feel
it was
like it was-
proposed.
Like, so short.
Right.
Originally, like it was proposed, and like the players obviously didn't want to do it because I mean the Lakers just got done like 4 weeks ago.
Like it's in Miami.
Yeah, just got finished. But it's like if y'all want this money, you got to do it because if they don't, you're gonna lose a lot of money.
Right.
Niggas- Everybody losing a lot of money if we don't play.
The good thing is they had pretty much the whole summer where they didn't play basketball.
No, and I mean, and half the league hasn't played since.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it like, I mean, to me, I mean, besides like the Warriors for real, the teams that are coming back, maybe like even the Nets, like, but the Nets played in it for a little bit.
a little bit. I mean, Kyrie and Kevin
Yeah,
weren't there
but-
though, so.
It's not like you got the fucking Charlotte. The Charlotte's coming back in. You're just worried about them taking over. You know what I mean? Nobody's worried about the New York Knicks coming with a surge of championship basketball.
I mean, but what I'm saying, there are some teams. So
There's
like,
good
obviously,
teams,
obviously the Warriors, and then the Wolves probably will be straight
Wolves
too.
would be cool.
They gonna take. They'd be dumb not to take Anthony Edwards. So you got Carl, D'Lo, and Anthony Edwards.
I almost added in the draft things, but I feel like it was just
That'd be me and you.
just kind of like how NBA was
what?
right now.
What? No.
No, I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, it'd be me and you.
Not like what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'll put a question on here because I'm just feeling optimistic today. I haven't felt optimistic the whole year. So count them days up. My days. Are you optimistic now that 2021 will be better than 2020?
It has to be.
I feel like this is our lowest point.
Yeah, but I say it has to be.
Now let's we go into a war.
We've been in war. So no,
I'm
that's
saying like on our land.
Oh, if that happens, no, that's real. That's
Then
all
that
bad.
that would be worse. But if we, as long as we don't go
Oh,
into
but I
war,
got
Oh, yeah,
Then
you
we're gonna be better.
you taking that, brother?
Oh, my contract is almost up.
When?
Early next year. I'm
When?
talking about like January, February.
It starts January.
I'm not February. So,
But no, it has, bro. It has to be. It has to be. If
I'm not saying it has to go.
if
2020 showing me I know nothing.
If 2021 is worse than 2020,
How much worse could it get?
that's what I'm saying. Like people.
Don't say that.
Oh no, it can get.
Don't say that because it can get worse.
Listen.
It can always get worse, as we
What?
can see.
No, on some real shit.
What?
Like, unless like maybe some different corona developments, or we go to war.
It'll be about
At least in America. And that's kind of selfish to say, but like I don't see how it can get worse.
Man, I thought
militia
same thing
groups?
all year.
I would say I actually.
That's the only thing I've been thinking about.
So
Militia
like when
groups.
Biden gets elected and
Well,
Yeah, they could be out in the streets just.
on that. They arrested somebody the other day. He was finna go in Detroit, I think. He was
Start
finna go blow up. They were finna do something.
Didn't they
Someone
try to
got a
kidnap,
tip. Someone got a tip from Virginia that a group was driving from Virginia to Detroit to go shoot up their convention wherever
Why
they
you
were.
laughing like that?
and they
Because it was funny.
they intercepted them
Yes,
with
it was,
guns in the car and shit.
Yes, all these feds pulled up. They had a Hummer. And they were like, there's a Hummer coming from Virginia. It's a group of people who are going to go into where you guys are kind of in the ballots, trying to start some stuff. They have weapons. It's harm. And they arrested. They found the Hummer in front of the building. They found the guy who was like leading it. And they arrested
It's
him.
crazy.
But I mean that's any. I mean, I feel like that could happen.
I feel like they're fueled up. Like,
Because it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years
They're
of them
fueled.
being kind of
At the
enabled and entitled and
Yeah.
not like spoken against. So it could be ugly.
That's like
and
a-
also, we never know what Trump is gonna say, and I just feel like he could definitely make it worse. Like,
Stand by.
I mean,
say the wrong.
I'm gonna be
Stand
honest.
by.
I think that now that he out,
He's not out.
that will,
I'm about to say
if that gets to that point, and they
It's
go,
not till when? January? Technically?
yeah, I think
Mhm.
like the middle,
January
end of
15th.
January or something like that.
something.
But regardless, I feel like all of them that legal stuff that he had pending or something.
He's
you
got
know,
to get out first for that to even.
But what I'm saying is, if that happens, they're gonna, they're gonna start opening up some cases and files and looking at like, all right, bro, you out now. You don't got much safeguard. All you got is money. So what's
And
up?
they arrest Trump. It
Yeah,
might
I
be
know
worse.
I'm about to say, he literally
They don't got
does
no money.
They
They are
going to jail.
broke.
They arrest him. It might be worse. They might get more upset.
That
That
house.
nigga going to jail. Killing them.
Also, just a quick question. This kind of associated to him, but not really. How do presidents have money after they leave?
They get paid like annually to the end, don't they?
A shit ton? They gotta be.
It ain't a shit ton, but
I don't think it's a
I
shit
actually
ton.
was
They gotta
they
be
get paid
good.
the
something.
salary like 400,000.
I was that's a shit ton. I was like, because it
Little money.
400,000 a year. That's
Broke
a shit
ass nigga.
Because I just remember seeing like Barack, like after he left, he'd be on beaches and Calabash, all over.
He might be
the
sitting
damn
on
place.
a couple M's.
Is it tax money?
Probably not. He probably get a voucher.
Probably
Definitely
is
tax money. Where's it coming from? He's not getting it. If he gets a stipend, it's definitely tax money. It's definitely tax money.
Is it
What?
tax? Now we went a whole different thing.
Money coming from somebody.
I ain't paying for it. I'm paying for it.
You probably are.
Also,
You probably bought Malia's shoes.
I'm taking federal tax on my shit. I don't fuck with Donald Trump.
On a more serious note, her daughter's in college, or I mean, his
I think they're
daughter's
both
in,
alright, right?
they in college. So like, how does that work? Like, do they have like the Secret Service that they dorm? They live normal lives.
sure
Like,
they-
how does that work?
I do think they're kind of around sometimes. But
I'm
also,
sure they have Secret Service sometimes.
I think so. But then also, like, they kind of got out the limelight. I mean, I remember seeing, like, people try to, like, come at, I think, the oldest daughter because she was, like, smoking or whatever. And, like, that didn't
on
take...
TikTok
they
saying
didn't-
nigga.
Yeah. No, I seen that.
smoking
Too.
That didn't really take...
Say
after that
nigga
didn't take,
to
I feel like
songs.
People were just like, all right.
they just left her alone. They left
Yeah.
them alone. Because, like,
Yeah.
we're not going to get a rise out of people because they're just young women living their lives.
But and they're loved. They're
Exactly.
loved everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like Trump.
I mean, I wouldn't even recognize it if I seen them in person.
Trump kids
So,
grown.
to be honest, bro. I know one of them had one of his daughters has like a long neck. That's about it. It's not an insult. It was just a description.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not even laughing.
We know.
So is everybody feeling good about 2021?
Yes. I feel very happy and I feel very relieved.
Bro, you feeling it?
No, I woke up like genuinely happy. I mean, I told
did a little
them,
step
I
to
didn't
me
tell
today.
y'all. I ran outside and I dug this morning
She did.
when I found out
Apparently.
that Trump lost. I was very excited, thrilled, literally screaming.
It's just so good to see.
I'm tired of suffering.
It's just good to see evil just eat.
Pretty much.
It's good
Nah,
to see.
for real.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We might lose some people here. It's good to see the Trump supporters crying. I'm
That's
not against
true.
it. It's good to see it. Good to see them broken down because they can't be at the forefront of the racism anymore.
That's
literally.
probably one of them.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's what like I feel like this. I don't know who tweeted this, but they said that back in 08 was that McCain? That was 2008 against Obama.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, the
was like
speech.
if you would have told me like you would vote for McCain in 08, I would have no problem with you. But it's
No,
like,
because
it was just,
at the end of the day, it's like he's just so different from like standard Republicans that like have like their own ingrained biases and the way they see society is biased and perpetuates racism. But it's like Trump is just like
complete opposite, bro.
yeah.
It's like you can be even like I remember otherwise the old clips like McCain and stuff. And it's
It's like McCain was like
he was a respectful ass dude.
he's a veteran too.
Yeah, he
so
was
it's like at the end of the
had
day,
it.
it's looked at completely different.
Man, and he's
'Cause,
like
like,
Trump.
even McCain don't work with Trump either.
Nobody. No, come on. You know what I'm saying? Just so good to see him going, guys. So I'm optimistic about 2021.
I will say, I do think Trump brought out people are not openly racist. Like we knew they were racist, but now they're like
They're
bold
very
about it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And they've lost their comfortability.
So,
Now they can get it back.
but I hope. I mean, Biden's no better neither. But I also think it's crazy. Like, so I was on Facebook every couple of days, and like,
Oh, belligerent.
Let me see
man,
what that right now.
people I went to church with, my pastors, my old pastors, like. They're very much Trump supporters. Like, they made sure they made everybody know that. But, like, they would quote videos and stuff, like, calling people evil if you voted for Joe Biden. And it's just like...
Fucking radical.
how, I just don't understand that logic of being, like, in the church and you're online calling others evil for, like, their political views.
Well,
like,
church folk are
Hey,
they
That's why
are
we have a
very...
separation of.
are hypocrites.
there's gonna be a lot of Trump Christians that wake up to
Actually,
death, and there's gonna be a little more on our side.
Let me make a justification.
So,
Some church people can be some of the biggest hypocrites. Not all church people,
Facts.
obviously, but like, no, that's a different
We know
category.
that.
I remember like
Different situation.
I'm for like it's just I'm being it's funny, but it's not. Hey, y'all gonna
Sister-
die waking up
Sister
expecting
Johnson
to be
talk
there.
shit about somebody else. Meanwhile, she fucking around with Sister so and so's husband
Ooh.
in the back room
Oh,
where the cookies supposed
Where
to
is
be
the
made.
building
That
fund?
tea is sleeping.
What happened to the building?
Where is the offering money going?
Yep.
Deacon?
To the
All
pastor,
really?
offering
that's-
plate.
you know that.
Where is the offering money going?
To the
That's what I
pastor
would've-
pockets.
Cause why did Pastor get a new car?
No, I'm not. I'm not even
And a
joking.
new house.
That's
And a
serious.
new house.
They
Yep.
get paid a lot. That's
Yeah.
a part of it.
Yep.
That's why they. Yeah. No, my pastor, the old church I used to go to in Grandview, he lived out in
I say,
fucking.
don't say no names.
I'll say his name.
Nope.
No, I'm not.
Plug and play.
What I'm telling y'all, that's common. Like,
Right.
The pastor gets paid in the church.
Yeah.
If it's a profession, that's what he does full
The
time.
bathroom ain't worked in 2
I don't
weeks.
agree- I don't
When they
agree
get
with it.
offering 2
Right.
weeks.
I don't agree with it, but the man or woman gets paid from y'all.
Yeah, how many offerings y'all have at y'all church? I got about 4.
What?
I'm just
Why
making
the
sure.
fuck you
A service?
afford church? You need to
Four
stop going
offers
to
a
that
service?
I'm pretty sure it's like 3 or 4, I think.
A service?
In a
It's
service?
I think so.
robbery.
What church you go to? Right.
One, maybe
So
2. Let me explain.
If there's like a family
First of all,
that's
let me explain.
Your pastor must have drove a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
My
bad,
church
bad,
has
my
multiple
bad.
services.
The range.
There's a service. There's 2 in the morning.
We're
We
not
say
talking about
once
that.
Okay. What's a service? Okay, all right.
What's a service?
But you made it sound like
You
it's
said
4
something else.
times.
Four
Four
in one
times
service.
a
No.
And
I'm
I was
sorry.
like,
No.
You should call it a new
He
church.
said, so
Now-
we're gonna start the service off with a little offerings.
This
10 minutes later, all right, we sung our favorite song, so we're gonna get another offering. In.
Wow offering.
Before we get out and see that she's play today, we're gonna get one more offering for Patty.
I know about to have benediction, but one more just to go in more.
Offer. All right, y'all. Great. 2020 is gonna be great. We come to the 2021 is gonna be great.
2020.
2020. And don't vote for Sleepy Joe at all. Lil Pimp. Y'all love him.
oh, God.
All right. We come to the point of the show that we all know and love. What are we listening to right now? What are we listening to? And right now I'm listening to myself.
Wow.
Indeed,
look at
yeah.
that. Shameless plug.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Well,
should
nah,
introduce
I
yourself.
haven't listened to myself, it's been a second now. Because I got to know it listening to it. But I put some music out. My name is Cav, C-A-V. Very simple to spell. It's not Cave because the E's gone.
What's the meaning behind it, bro?
The meaning is basically this. I remember, let's just make this short. Let's just call this man Daryl. Man, Daryl told me a couple years back that I was being really cavalier about something. Didn't even know what cavalier meant. So I took it as a compliment, so I looked it up. Realized he was saying I was being pretty much past nonchalant, didn't care about this, which in turn was true. So I've liked cavalier for like 5 years, and I was like, wow, Cav just sounds way better than cavalier. Because, I just liked it. So I wrote it down.
Cool story. Appreciate you
Shout
sharing.
out to Daryl.
Wow, I just learned something new.
I'm
Thanks
also-
for sharing.
Shouts out to you, Daryl.
Also, I like Trippie Red's album, if you want to talk
Oh,
about
you
it.
was on radio?
Pegasus, 5. I'm not gonna lie, Trippie Red, you shown me. You shown me. That shit was 5, bro. It was like 20-something tracks, not a miss. I don't think he missed once. That's hard to do. So, good job, buddy. You think he missed once or twice?
Just once or twice.
I don't think you missed once. You get a gold star and shit.
I actually agree.
I
I don't like every song, but I don't think.
I don't think he misses though.
I don't think.
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna call it like that. Summer.
There's some albums where it's like this song is trash.
Shit was hard.
That's true.
All right, who's next? What y'all listening to?
Well, you took what I listened to, so now I
I'll
gotta.
go first. Mine's really short. I've just been listening to some Pooh Shiesty. And I did like Pooh Shiesty. And who else? Oh, Big 30. I think they all hang out.
They all in that 1017.
Yeah, I think they're all together, but I didn't listen to them. I did listen to Trippie's. Trippie's was good. I listened to Nav's. Nav just dropped a tape.
that Nav hard.
Nav was good. I did like Nav. I think someone else dropped something today. I think NLE Chopper's dropped something today. Somebody dropped something.
He dropped a single.
I like that. Chop.
It was Chopping somebody dropped a single with. It just came out. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But
It was a
Big Sean. Big Sean's on there.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Big Sean getting back into the feature game. I like it.
Yeah.
Happy to see him back.
Yeah. That's about it.
Cool. I guess I'll go next. I've also been listening to that Nav. I actually was bumping that on the way here today. That was rocking. Doughboy and Southside. I guess Doughboy, that's Future, one of Future's. He signed a Future
Yes, sir. Ski.
That him and Southside. Them
It's
beats
hard.
rocking. I'm
Southside
talking
going
about-
crazy right now.
You got Spotify on your phone?
Who's
I got
that? Who's that? Album that Nav did? Was that not Southside?
That was Wheezy.
Weezy did that.
Weezy,
It was
yeah.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Weezy went nuts. Beats was going crazy. Even Nav was going crazy. Going crazy.
I'm listening to that Ty Dolla $ign. He dropped another album. It's all right.
4 out of 10.
Ooh,
God,
that's very bad.
This is why I say this.
That's really
It's
bad.
because like for me, it's just like when I hear him, I don't want to hear 80% song.
You want to hear him give a feature?
He's a fucking. It's good to have him in spurts. Like if I get him on features, he's going crazy. Like that shit we got with SZA, he's on like that chorus.
Hit different.
It's hard. I like that. Then I get like a first verse and then gets a feature and then he comes back with another verse. I'm like, fuck, I'm doing this again.
Oh my god.
But I've always I'm biased. I've never really been a big Ty Dolla $ign. It took me a while to even be a feature fan.
I didn't know that we had those in this group. We have Ty Dolla $ign fans.
I ain't gonna say a fan.
I like
but
old
it's
Ty Dolla
cool.
$ign.
I like some of his old stuff is hard.
Fans, though.
I mean, yeah, not a fan.
I'm a
Yeah,
feature
I ain't
fan.
gonna lie.
See,
If Ty Dolla has featured on something, I'll for sure
His
listen to
features,
it.
gonna go
for
I
the
mean,
his features for the most part are good.
he's just
I don't think
good.
he's missed on features.
He's like cilantro.
Hot Girl Summer was ass. Honestly.
But his part was good. The verses, I didn't care for the song. It was real catchy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
It
I'm playing it back in my mind. The
He
whole
was the
song.
saving grace of anything.
Nah, Meg's was the saving grace.
Who?
Meg. Nikki didn't even match the song.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Meg, but I did not like that song at all.
I didn't like the song at all.
I
But I'm
couldn't
saying her
even- it was
verse
so-
saved it.
Only because it's my
I didn't like
love
it.
for
I
Meg.
didn't
Y'all
like
like her in
I didn't like
Thug
Meg
Song?
being on a.
The
Y'all
new
like her
song.
in Thug Song?
I didn't really like that either. Dang, Meg, I didn't realize that.
Meg
It's
is
her and
Yeah,
Thug.
it was new. They had a song that just came out not so long.
Not so long ago. It's not that.
I
The
got
video
a
was cool.
stank ass walk.
Oh, that's the song? It's cool.
Sorry.
What about Throw Baby?
Oh, baby's hard.
Throw Baby.
It's actually a hard song.
Yeah.
It's actually a tough song. Go ahead, Bree.
I'm super short.
You are.
Okay. Went back and been listening to Control. Obviously, the Goated album. And also just Savage Mode, too.
Hard. Yeah.
Metro.
For this
Rich nigga, should I do a lot of...
Really just been playing that trippy route, I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
There was another song I was listening to, but I can't find that nigga name. The song was called Burgundy. It's about like some real.
New nigga or something.
No, it's not some new nigga. It's like some real,
I hear that.
like neo soul-y, Smino Saba type dude. I just can't
It was
remember
hard.
his name. You got Spotify on your shit?
Yeah.
Look up Burgundy. Type in Burgundy.
Earth
That's a
Gang's
song.
thing was cool, too.
Oh, Spillage Village.
Mm-hmm.
Spillage Village was hard.
Okay, so here.
That was
I guess we haven't
hard.
talked about it. I got beef with the niggas.
Oh.
I knew it.
You did.
Burgundy.
Yeah, I think it starts with a K or an H. It's a weird name.
Lavi Coop.
Play
Starts with an L.
Play it real quick. Turn it up.
I don't think it's that one.
Go to middle of the song.
I kind of like that. I'm gonna say
That sounded nice, but I don't think that was it. Either
I'm gonna say
way,
that one.
bro. So here's my thing. So Spillage Village, Earth Gang, all of them, Mariba, all of them niggas. That was the collection. They dropped Baptized and this other song was the two singles. The two songs that went hard as hell. You know, if you listen to, you know the ones that like really like bass bumping, like real intense type shit. And then the rest of the album was like singy song, and I didn't want that. I already got enough of that when Earth Gang dropped their album Mirrorland, because I thought Mirrorland they was really gonna be spitting, and they went on a whole Outkast kind of vibe without the spitting part for real. So I was like, I just want the niggas to like get.
I guess we got the most important part.
I want the niggas to like really get on like a rap album and like go hard, because they hard.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Vacuuming? No, it's not niggas out of here. It's vacuuming.
I don't know. I was hoping it'd be like an 8 or a 9, and I give it like a 7.
I was about to say good song.
I haven't listened to it.
It's a
Is
cool-
it worth a listen?
It's a cool ride in the
I
car.
mean, if like you like, it depends on what you like. It's like
I like it.
I like it. I just thought it was gonna be very different. So like if I played like Baptized for you, you like damn, they rapping. It'd be kind of hard. And then like you listen to the album and it's just completely different.
I have been doing
Like they kind of got you in the mode for something that it wasn't.
On
Gonna
the
be.
church.
Got you.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was everybody. I usually I talk too quick and I forget somebody. Well, I'm happy to be back. I think everybody's happy to be back. Came back on such a great day. Such a great day to be recording a podcast. Historical day. So everybody be safe. Specifically, my people be safe. Let's just fucking be better. 2021.
Yes. Spread love.
Yeah.
Be love. Be authentic.
Go listen to my music. On Spotify, Apple, what's the other shit? SoundCloud, YouTube.
It's hard. Definitely is hard.
Follow us. Twitter, all the vibes with 2 underscores.
Plug the fashion film.
All the vibes, 2 underscores. Instagram, 2 underscores, all the vibes. YouTube, all the vibes. Bree, you had something?
Plug the fashion film.
All right. Well, next week we might have something for you that's gonna be plugged up. Until next time, hey,
Stay safe.
Peace.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Stay
Still,
safe.
y'all see, I got mine on.
Yeah, I got my shit on too.
Listen, y'all.
You just take mine?
This is really for Washington and DC. If y'all need volunteers to help move this nigga out, I'm available. I will take off. We will get this nigga moved out that White House. For real.
Yes, I charge about $150 an hour though.
I'll do it free.
Oh, wow.
I would not.
He was like, oh, well, I want to be doing that.
I would not.
Yeah, but don't call me.
Somehow all my shit ended up in the trash. I was supposed to put it on the truck. Oh, y'all didn't specify. I thought this was like.